In the offense, and when we look that we have in 6 against 5, 5 defense players, it is not very important which kind of system we play. I think the first question we have to answer is, do we want to make a free play solution, that we play 6 against 5 with piston movements, with blocks, perhaps with crossing, or perhaps with a second pivot with a 4-2 system? This is the first question. Free play or move like Peter showed in the morning, where we have a clear Absprache, a clear organization where the players, the ball and the running moves of the players should be coordinated. This is for me a move. And then the question is, how many decisions is necessary for the player, which is the important player when you are 6 against 5. And I think the first aspect we have to realize is that it is very, very important that we have the wing in the corner, I think, and then that it is necessary to get, by good moves, the players out of the center. And when you see that we have perhaps now a middle player and he goes there, then it's on the next step we have perhaps the pivot is here. We have a 3 against 2 situations, not in the 10-meter space, so we have, I think, 14-meter space. So it's very, very important to get out the center back defense player out of the middle. This is the principle which is very, very important. And then when we realize this aspect, and when we realize that every player, even this, and he is not defending against him, he has to shoot. And when this player goes here and he doesn't react, and this player goes here, that he has to pass here, and then he shoots. I think this is very, very important. And when I look to the television today, or yesterday, or on Monday, or Tuesday, there is a very big, a very bad quote in the efficiency of the 6 against 5. And why all teams, or nearly all teams, play the same system, or the same move, it's the better. What do they play? A system which you can find since 2 years in the German Bundesliga. They all play with a player here, a player here, and this is in the most of the cases the decision player. You have to help this player to lose, or to find the right solution, the right decision. And what is the concept? That you have a center back here, a pivot here, and a right back and a right wing here. And then mostly the move is in this way, the pass goes here and he goes here. And then you see, when this player gets the ball and goes there, when this player stays here, he can shoot. When he's on 8 meters, and it's a good shooter, it's a good solution. But I think everything which is behind 9 meters and we play 6 against 5 is the wrong decision. For it's a difficult shot to make a goal from more than 9 meters. When he's on 8 meters, it's okay. When we say here is the line. But when he is here and shoots, it's no good solution. The problem this player has is that he has 5 decisions. And this is, from my opinion, too much. For the aim of a move is to make the game easier. And I think 5 decisions For this player, even if he's a world-class player like Laskovic, Hens, Kaufmann or Lazarov, for he has to decide when the player here comes to him, the best option is the pass here. That's the second decision. When the player here goes here, he has to pass to him. This is the it's clear. This is the second option. This is the third. This was first, second, third. If this player, which is here, goes to him, mostly they go and make pressure on him, so that it's not so easy to find the right solution. They get in contact. I play often with this player going, when this pass comes, this player makes action, so that this solution is very difficult to find for him. But when you see the games, mostly the center back player goes on him, and then you have to pass, the best pass to this player with shooting. That is the fourth. And so I have a mistake. It's 6 decisions. This should be 6. If this player goes here, he has to make this pass, and then you have the solution here. This is 5. And if this player, what you see most, goes in the anticipation position between right wing and right left, the last option for him is to play a very difficult, difficult long pass to the wing player. And this is the 6th option for this player. And I think this is no good conception. It's a theoretical good conception, but when the defense knows the system, you have a lot of possibilities to make a lot of pressure on him and to force him, so that you have so bad quotes. I think in 6 against 5 you have to find a quote between 60 and 70% and not 30 or 40. And a lot of teams lost in the decision or in the crunch time. They lost the games for they played very bad in 6 against 5. They made no goal, and they get a goal when they are 6-5 superiority in defense. So what we will do, we will start first with the 6 against 5 concept or move. I play since 22 years with different players. I started with a Russian player. The idea came from this player and from me together. Oops. And you see the concept here, that it's very similar to the system you saw. Look, they play now at the championships. We have a wide pivot. We have a second specialist wide pivot here. The consequence of this positions is that the player here, who gets the ball after a piston movement and pass action from the left wing, that this player has only 3 decisions. The first decision, when he goes here, shooting. The second is this pass. It's the most successful, or from the probability of success. The second, or the most solution, we make most of the goals, and when this player goes inside, then he passes here. That's the best solution, the baddest solution for it's not easy to make from a little angle a goal. So this is the beginning of the concept. I think it's no move from the plan we have to play 6 against 5. When here now the third player comes to him, you see this player is now here, and then we have 3 players. The third player is now here. And we have 3 players in the space till here, against 1, 2, 3 of our other players. So the consequence is that we have 3 against 2 on the space from this in the space which is 12, 13 meters we can play 3 against 2. And the second advantage, the pass from here to here is very short. It's very easy. And then he gets the ball, and when you see that he is out of, he can go straight and makes the goal. But it's not very wahrscheinlich, not very probable. So the number 4 player will go here. And then we have 2 variations. Either the player, the pivot player stays here, and then an easy pass, or we make a block, you see here, and then he goes here in a 2 against 1 situation, which must be in a very good space, that we have a shot from this position. This is our plan for the 6 against 5. And when we go more aside further, they're only scrolling down. Okay, and then you see when we play 7 against 6, and I am playing 7 against 6, I started it the first time in 1994. I think that I have more than 1,000 attacks in the games, in the tournaments and in the preparation time with my several teams I had in this time. More than 1,000 attacks. In the last 3 years I played in the first German league 280 times 7 against 6 in the German Bundesliga. And we had good rates. I will show you the rates and the quotes on Saturday in the Congress Center. And now you see we have the same system in 7 against 6 like we have in 6 against 4. We have a 2 wide pivot. We have a decision player here. This is Roland Schlinger. He's 18 months in our team, and I estimate how often I trained him this system. Out of the games, he had 3,000 repetitions to find the best solution. And this training of this decision move, I make a video during the training, and he can look 10 seconds, 40 seconds after this training what he has doing. Also he can see at the video what he has done. Also I don't only speak with him, good, bad, or you have to do this, but you can look it at the video. I will show you on Saturday. So in 18 months, these players had 3,000 repetitions in hope that he will solve this solution better and better. In the 19th, I had this player, his name was Budanov. He was 7 years my player on this position. He had more than 10,000 repetitions. And then I had Stefan Kneer and other players which are now in other clubs. So that is very important that we train this action in 6 against 5 and in 6 against 5 and in 7 against 6. And the solution is nearly the same. He is the player which decides what he is doing, and then we go on playing, and most of the actions we find a solution here. And I will show after 20 minutes or 20 minutes in the reality how it functions. And the last step we do is that we play 7 against 6 with 1, 2, 3 line players. And in the evening we play 6 against 6 with 3 line players. And 6 against 6 with 2 pivot. This is the second unit in the evening. Now I would suggest we start. The warming up is finished. As I would suggest that we start quickly with the passing quality move. We have 2 groups, 2 balls, penetrate.